And we're recording. Okay, hello everybody and welcome to Resonant Frequency Live. We're testing the equipment out today. I set myself a task earlier today about to get this thing up and going, and we're gonna do the best we can. Okay. Yeah, a little feedback on myself. Okay. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Let me the one person in the chat room, can you tell me if my audio's still coming through? And anyway, we've been planning on doing this for some time. Been talking about it on the podcast, on the Resonant Frequency podcast, on the podcast, and anyway, here we are, and we're ready to go. Once again, Ustreamer 22973. If you're there, please let me know if the audio is coming on through. And while we're doing that, I'll try and find y'all some content real quick because I threw this together kind of in a hurry. Let's see. Okay. By the way, Linux in the Ham Shack 17 is out. It was posted day before yesterday. And if we can get a few more people in here, we'll get ourselves started, have us a little round table going. And let's see. We do have some emails if we have to fall back to that point. So welcome to Resonant Frequency Live. Like I said, this is more an equipment test than anything else. And I wanted to make sure we had it up and going and everything was working correctly. It appears I'm not going to get any input. Well, it looks like the audio is going out. I can only hope that it is. And it sounds like it is. So best I can tell, let's go ahead and get started then. At Resonant Frequency, we'll start with some feedback we received recently. We read this one last night on the Linux in the Ham Shack podcast, but it had a lot of good stuff in it. It is actually pointed to the Resonant Frequency podcast. It says, "Hi, Richard. I really like the podcast. It makes my drive into work from Salina to Richardson much more enjoyable. I like the idea of a live show and a round table. Well, that's why we're trying this out tonight. Have a pretty good audio setup at home and would like to participate. I like talking about the hobby, and it would also give me some podcast experience. May I say, too, that I like your attitude towards new hams. In a recent podcast, you talked about APRS and how some hams must feel left out of the hobby because they cannot get the latest and greatest hardware. I run APRS daily, but know it took me forever to get that dual band rig. I have always been on a budget as far as radio stuff goes, and being married 30 plus years to the same woman can tell you that every purchase has to be approved by the boss, and boy, I know that feeling. I think we lose a lot of young hams these days because, quite frankly, a lot of hams just don't seem to want to do the Elmer thing and help them out. It is a shame. Heck, I have been snubbed on HF more times than I can count, trying to get in on a QSO with some of these big gun old timers that park on a frequency for hours on end. I was told one time that my low power signal was really messing up their QSO and that I should go somewhere else. Not exactly what I call a hobby building and welcoming attitude. Anyway, my call sign's N0JRJ. I am a general class ham. I work in the telecom field, have a lot of PC and radio experience. I like portable emergency operation, digital modes. Heck, I like it all. I love to share and teach, and I love to learn. Please let me know if I can help in any way. 73's OEM And all the best. George N0 JRJ. Well, George, thank you very much. And I'm going to go ahead and thank you here, because this will go out